Welcome back to Constitution Actually, where we review the U.S. Constitution and other writings. Day 23, Miranda versus Arizona, where you have the right to remain silent came from. You've heard these words 1,000 times on TV. You have the right to remain silent. But they didn't exist until 1966. I bet you didn't know that. And they came from a case involving a man who was in fact guilty. The words are called Miranda warning, and they come from a case called Miranda versus Arizona. Now, before this case, police could interrogate you for hours without ever telling you that you had the right to remain silent or that you had the right to an attorney. Most people simply didn't know their own constitutional rights, which is exactly what this channel is about. So they waived them without realizing it. Ernesto Miranda was arrested in 1963 and confessed to a serious crime after 2 hours of police questioning. The problem wasn't whether he did it. The problem was that no one had told him he didn't have to talk, or that he had a lawyer, that he didn't have a lawyer present. He didn't know his Fifth Amendment right against self-incrimination or his Sixth Amendment right to counsel even existed. The Supreme Court ruled 5-4 that a confession can't be used in court unless the person was informed of their rights first. That's where the Miranda rights comes from. The rights you don't know about, the court reasoned, are rights you can't actually use. So police now have to say them out loud every time. And here's the twist people love. Miranda's confession was thrown out, but he was retried on other evidence, convicted again, and went to prison anyway. The guilty man whose name is on the warning still lost. That's the system working right there. So every time you hear, quote, you have the right to remain silent on a cop show, you're hearing the Constitution being read out loud. A protection that only exists because the Supreme Court decided in 1966 that a right you don't know about isn't really a right at all. And tomorrow, the amendment that took 72 years of organizing to pass, the right for women's right to vote. Follow along for more.